The complete 4 ETF portfolio allocations by age. Age 25, aggressive growth phase. VTI 60%, VXUS 25%, BND 10%, VNQ 5%. Total equity 90%, fixed income and real estate 10%. Expected long-term return 9% annually. Volatility high. Max drawdown in bad year 30 to 40%. This allocation maximizes growth while you have decades to compound. Age 35, still growth focused. VTI 55%, VXUS 25%, BND 15%, VNQ 5%. Total equity 85%. Expected return 8.5%. Moderate high volatility. You're adding slight bond cushion but still heavily equity. Age 45, balance emerging. VTI 45%, VXUS 25%, BND 20%, VNQ 10%. Total equity 80%. Expected return 8%. Moderate volatility. Bonds increasing to protect accumulated wealth. Age 55, protection mode. VTI 35%, VXUS 20%, BND 35%, VNQ 10%. Total equity 65%. Expected return 6.5%. Lower volatility. You're prioritizing capital preservation. Age 65 at retirement, VTI 25%, VXUS 15%, BND 50%, VNQ 10%. Total equity 50%. Expected return 5%. Low volatility. Income and stability over growth. The 4 ETF portfolio beats everything else. Comparison to typical beginner mistakes. Mistake portfolio. 10 different sector ETFs: tech, healthcare, finance, energy, consumer, industrials, plus 3 international, plus 2 bond funds. Problems. Massive overlap. Tech ETF and VTI both hold Apple. Paying multiple expense ratios for same exposure. Over-diversification creates complexity without benefit, requires constant monitoring and rebalancing, temptation to performance chase by overweighting hot sectors. 4 ETF portfolio, complete coverage with zero overlap. VTI and VXUS don't duplicate. Bonds and real estate are uncorrelated. Total expense ratio blended 0.05%. Rebalancing is simple. Set and forget with annual checkup. Long-term performance. 4 ETF portfolio averages 8.2% over 30 years, turning 100,000 into 1.1 million. 10 ETF complex portfolio averages 7.8% after higher fees and behavioral errors, turning 100,000 into 970,000. Simpler wins by 130,000. The difference isn't the holdings, it's the behavior. Simple portfolios don't get abandoned or tinkered with. Execution plan. How to implement today. Step 1. Open brokerage account if you don't have one. Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab, all excellent. Commission-free ETF trading. Step 2. Fund account with lump sum if available, or set up automatic monthly contributions. Step 3. Determine your age-appropriate allocation from the guidelines above. Step 4. Place orders for all 4 ETFs simultaneously. Don't try to time the market or buy one now and others later. Lump sum beats dollar cost averaging historically. Step 5. Set up automatic monthly investments using your brokerage's Auto Invest feature. Every month, same day, same dollar amount split across 4 ETFs according to your allocation. Step 6. Rebalance annually. Once per year, check if any ETF drifted more than 5% from target. If VTI grew from 60% to 67%, sell 2% and buy whatever's underweight. Step 7. Never check your account except for annual rebalance and monthly contribution confirmation. Seriously, ignore the news, ignore market crashes. The less you look, the better you'll do behaviorally. The math over 30 years. Starting amount, $10,000. Monthly contribution, $500. 4 ETF portfolio allocation. Age 30, VTI 55%, VXUS 25%, BND 15%, VNQ 5%. Expected return 8.3% blended. Year 5, account value 43,000. Year 10, 97,000. Year 15, 178,000. Year 20, 300,000. Year 25, 490,000. Year 30, 753,000. Total contributions, 190,000. Growth, 563,000. That's from 4 ETFs, zero complexity, annual rebalancing. Meanwhile, your friend with 12 ETFs and constant tinkering, 7% return after fees and mistakes, ends at 620,000. Your simple portfolio beat their complex one by 133,000. Why? Lower fees, less behavioral error, more consistency. The jungle makes this obvious. Monkey needs food for life. Option A, plant 40 different banana varieties because diversification. Spends all day managing 40 plots, remembering which needs water, which has pests, which is ready to harvest, gets overwhelmed, abandons half, overwaters others, yields mediocre banana production. Option B, plant 4 strong trees. 1 local banana tree, 1 exotic banana tree, 1 coconut tree for stability, 1 mango tree for variety. Each serves clear purpose, no overlap, easy to maintain, checks them once per season, thrives because he can actually manage 4. After 30 years, Monkey A has a chaotic jungle of half-dead varieties, moderate banana yield. Monkey B has 4 strong, mature trees producing abundantly, retires on fruit. Both had the same land, same time, different approach, massively different outcome. Complexity killed Monkey A, simplicity enriched Monkey B. Your portfolio is the same. 4 strong ETFs beat 40 mediocre positions.
You open your brokerage account. Thousands of ETFs stare back at you. Large cap, small cap, growth, value, international, emerging markets, sector-specific, thematic, leveraged, inverse. The paradox of choice is paralyzing you. So you do what most people do. Buy 10 different ETFs thinking diversification means more is better. Then you check your portfolio 6 months later and realize 8 of those ETFs hold the same companies. You're not diversified. You're redundant. You're paying multiple expense ratios for overlapping exposure. Here's what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. You don't need 20 ETFs. You don't need 10. You need 4. 4 ETFs give you complete global diversification, balanced risk, automated rebalancing through contributions, and the simplicity to actually stick with the plan for 30 years. Today, I'm giving you the exact 4 ETF portfolio that covers everything: US stocks, international stocks, bonds, and real estate. The precise allocations for different age groups, the math showing why this beats complex portfolios, and the execution plan so simple you can set it up in 20 minutes and never think about it again. By the end, you'll have a portfolio that's bulletproof, boring, and guaranteed to beat 90% of active investors. Let's build it. Before we get to the 4 ETFs, understand why simple beats complex. Academic research analyzed thousands of portfolios over decades, finding portfolios with fewer holdings that investors understood outperformed complex portfolios investors didn't understand. Why? Behavioral consistency. Simple portfolios don't get abandoned during crashes. Complex portfolios trigger panic and tinkering. Simple portfolios cost less in fees. Complex portfolios stack expense ratios. Simple portfolios are easy to rebalance. Complex portfolios require spreadsheet management most people won't do. The best portfolio isn't the one with optimal Sharpe ratio on paper. It's the one you'll hold for 30 years through 3 recessions, 5 corrections, and countless moments of doubt. 4 ETFs you can understand and explain to a friend in 2 sentences will always beat 15 ETFs you bought because some article said they were hot. Simplicity is alpha. Now let's build your 4. ETF number 1. Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, ticker VTI. This is your U.S. equity core. VTI holds every publicly traded U.S. company, all 4,000 of them. Apple, Microsoft, and ExxonMobil at the top, tiny microcaps at the bottom. Weighted by market capitalization, meaning bigger companies get bigger slices. Expense ratio, 0.03%, meaning you pay $3 annually per 10,000 invested. Dividend yield, 1.4%. 5-year average return, 14.3%. Why VTI instead of SPY or VOO, which track the S&P 500? Because VTI includes mid-caps and small caps too. The S&P 500 is just large companies. VTI is the entire U.S. market. When small caps outperform, like they do periodically, VTI captures that. When large caps dominate, VTI has them too. It's the complete U.S. economy in one ticker. Your allocation to VTI depends on age. If you're in your 20s or 30s, VTI should be 50 to 60% of your portfolio. If you're in your 40s, 40 to 50%. If you're in your 50s or 60s approaching retirement, 30 to 40%. The younger you are, the more U.S. equity you can handle because you have decades to recover from downturns. ETF number 2, Vanguard Total International Stock ETF, ticker VXUS. This is your international diversification. VXUS holds 8,000 companies across developed and emerging markets outside the US, Europe, Japan, China, India, everywhere that's not America. Expense ratio 0.08%. Dividend yield 3.1%. 5-year average return 8.7%. Why do you need international when the U.S. has outperformed for the last 15 years? 2 reasons. First, past performance doesn't predict future. From 2000 to 2010, international crushed U.S. stocks. Markets cycle. You don't know which region will dominate the next decade. Holding both guarantees you won't miss either. Second, currency diversification. If the U.S. dollar weakens, your international holdings gain value in dollar terms. VXUS is your hedge against U.S.-only risk. Your allocation? If you're young, 30 to 40%, middle-aged, 20 to 30%, near retirement, 20%. Some people skip international entirely, betting on U.S. exceptionalism. That's a bet, not diversification. VXUS removes the bet. ETF number 4, Vanguard Total Real Estate ETF, ticker VNQ. This is your real estate exposure and inflation hedge. VNQ holds over 150 real estate investment trusts that own apartments, office buildings, shopping centers, warehouses, data centers. You're getting real estate ownership without buying physical property, dealing with tenants, or needing massive capital. Expense ratio 0.12%. Dividend yield 4.4%, 5-year average return 7.9%. Why real estate as its own category? Because real estate behaves differently than stocks and bonds. It provides income through high dividends, appreciates with inflation, and often holds value when stocks are volatile. In 2022, when stocks and bonds both crashed, VNQ held relatively steady. Real estate is also a hard asset. You're owning things, buildings, land, not just paper equity. Your allocation, 10 to 15% regardless of age. Real estate is your diversification wildcard. It doesn't move perfectly with stocks or bonds. That uncorrelated return stream smooths your portfolio's ride. Some people question whether you need VNQ when VTI already holds some REITs. True, but VTI's REIT exposure is tiny, under 4%. VNQ gives you dedicated, meaningful real estate allocation.
Common questions answered. Should I use Vanguard ETF specifically, or can I use equivalents? You can substitute. Vanguard VTI equals Schwab SCHB equals iShares ITOT for U.S. total market. VXUS equals IXUS equals SCHF for international. BND equals AGG. VNQ equals IYR. Pick whichever has lowest expense ratio at your brokerage. I recommend Vanguard for their investor-owned structure and rock-bottom fees, but equivalents work fine. What about factor tilts like small cap value or momentum? If you want to tilt, add 5th ETF, but you're adding complexity. 4 ETF base portfolio is sufficient for 95% of investors. Tilts might add 0.2% annually at cost of behavioral consistency, not worth it for most. What about crypto, commodities, gold? Those are speculations, not core portfolio holdings. If you want 5% fund money allocation to Bitcoin or gold, fine, but the 4 ETFs are your foundation. Do I need target date fund instead? Target date funds do automatic rebalancing and glide path, essentially combining these 4 into one fund. They're fine, slightly higher expense ratios. 4 ETF approach gives you more control and lower costs. Pick your preference. Your action checklist. Today, decide your allocation based on age using the guidelines. Write it down. Tomorrow, open brokerage account if needed or log into existing one. This week, fund account, place initial orders for all 4 ETFs at your target allocation. This month, set up automatic monthly contributions split across 4 ETFs. This year, set calendar reminder for annual rebalance check. For 30 years, ignore everything else, contribute monthly, rebalance annually, never panic sell, never chase performance, never add complexity. Retirement? You're a millionaire with 4 ETFs while everyone else has confusing portfolios and mediocre returns. This is the path. 4 ETFs. Complete diversification, minimal cost, maximum consistency. No stock picking, no market timing, no complexity. Just disciplined accumulation of global equity, international exposure, bond stability, and real estate diversification. Wall Street will try to sell you more. Ignore them. You have everything you need. 4 ETFs. That's it. Buy them, hold them, win.